that kind of sucked. Just a little bit. But I think we're on what? 5. Yeah. As you can see, and probably what some of you have already seen on my social media, was I actually just had knee surgery about a week ago. Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm currently coming to you fired up and just a little bit high on painkillers. So, hey, au natural, baby. But I wanted to keep consistent. I wanted to keep going and make sure that I told you guys I was going to publish a video every Monday. So here we go. My idea, my thought for today, and really a pure reflection of what I've gone through in the last week, has been momentum. And I wanted to talk to you guys about momentum. So let's think of it like this. And something that I've always done to compare momentum is, you think of it as in pushing a boulder up a series of hills. Okay, so think about how difficult it is to push a boulder up a series of hills, right? The first one sucks. The first one sucks a lot because you're putting all this effort and you're pushing this thing up. And once you get to the top, you know, you can kind of hold that thing and take your break, you know, hold for a second. But then when it goes to going through the next one, you want to make sure that you push the boulder down so it goes down the hill and you run behind it, so that once it starts to slow its way up the second one, you can catch it and keep on pushing up the second one. But if you push it down the hill, let the boulder settle in the valley below, and then take your break, well, then you're back to stage 1, right? You're excuse me, goodness, I'm not sure if we're gonna edit it out. We're probably gonna keep it going though. Anyways, you take your break at the bottom in this valley, and then you have to start from stage 1 again. You have to start by pushing that boulder all the way up that second hill. But if you allow it to roll with you, right? If you just roll it up the hill and it goes down the first one, starts going up the second one, and then you catch and you keep on going, you're gaining traction every single time. So that was kind of what I was feeling like, and I made sure to listen to, you know, that process there leading up to a couple weeks before surgery. And I knew that I was going to have it there on the 30th, and I was like, you know what, I need to push as hard as I can these next couple weeks going into surgery so that I can take my well-needed time off. And so I pushed really hard, and I was going through some sleepless nights, and knowing that I was like, you know what, I'll make sure to rest myself and everything like that. So surgery happened. The first day I was completely a write-off, and then the second day I found myself back at it because I couldn't stop. I had developed all this traction. I had developed this momentum. I had developed this growth within my team and my company that I made sure, obviously, to take the necessary time I needed, was make sure to sleep 8 to 10 hours a night. But I was grinding from my bed. I had my Bluetooth in one ear, my laptop on my lap, and I was still hustling, and I was still making it happen, and I knew that nothing was going to stop me. And so I've really adapted to that characteristic and adapted to that, and it's pushing me through this pain. It's pushing me through this progression of life, and just obviously having to gimble around, and you know, having to push through managing different pain medications, and it obviously messes up your state a bit. But it got me thinking, and it really reminded me of one of my good friends. I'm not going to mention his name, obviously, because he's been going through a pretty tough time, but also seen a lot of success in the last year. But in September, he got actually diagnosed with a pretty serious illness, and wound up in the hospital for 6 months. And so he had to leave his job, had to leave his source of income. And for the first couple weeks, he was actually, obviously, he was pretty depressed. He was laying in his hospital bed, you know, not sure when he was going to get out, obviously very sick. He had this burst of inspiration that said, you know what, I might as well make use of this time, because I can still think, I can still work with my hands, even though I'm in a hospital bed, and I may not be able to actively move around, I can still do something. So he grabbed his laptop, he grabbed his phone, and he started looking online to figure out ways to make money. And he ended up signing up and doing a couple different online sales things, and getting into some mentorship programs. And by the time that he was actually released from hospital, about 5.5 months later, he had completely replaced his full-time income that he left, and was able to generate money while in his hospital bed. So it doesn't matter what state that you're in. If you can develop momentum and you can develop speed in your life, capture it. Really grab onto it and don't let it escape you. because you're going to be able to push forward into every single task. And once you're able to crush one task, the next one becomes easier and easier and easier. And I mean, obviously in life we incur distractions, we incur setbacks, but going in and holding true to your path and holding true to your work ethic and what you're going to be able to push out of it is really going to help you capture the best out of every moment. So I wanted to bring that to you guys today. I hope you liked it. If you took some value from this, please leave me a like. If you have any critiques or would like to see any topic that you'd like me to talk about, please leave a comment. And I know you all would love to keep watching these videos. So if that's the case, please don't forget to subscribe. But for the time being, happy Monday. Keep the dice rolling. I'll talk to you all very soon. Peace.